Turning a novel into a play is especially challenging when the novelist employs an unusual narrative technique, as Ken Kesey does in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The narrator is a mental patient who does not have a firm grasp on reality. In spite of the difficulty, Dale Wasserman did a fine job of turning Kesey's brilliant novel into a play. The Theater Guild of Webster Groves did a fine job of bringing the play to life. The Theater Guild's home is well suited to the script. Set designers Jessica Kelly, Tim Kelly, and Abby Hussel nicely transformed the intimate venue into the grim day room of a state mental hospital in Oregon in the mid-1970s. The customary order of the institution is upset by the arrival of Randall P. McMurphy, a charismatic hellraiser with a knack for enjoying life and getting into trouble. While serving a sentence on a work farm, he contrives to get himself transferred to the hospital where he thinks he will have it easy. What he doesn't count on is that his fun-loving approach to life will put him at loggerheads with the head nurse, Miss Ratched, whose unyielding insistence on following the rules is the polar opposite of McMurphy's disdain for authority. In the Webster production, directed by Jessica Kelly, Matthew Linhart had the full measure of McMurphy's easygoing charm. Betsy Kosowski was equally convincing as Nurse Ratched, whose domineering self-righteousness was portrayed without caricature. They invested the play with the realism that it thrives on, as do the residents of the ward, whom McMurphy rouses from their customary apathy. The symptoms of the patients were presented with vivid individuality by Tyler Crandall as Billy Bibbett, Greg Saville as Harding, Hal Morgan as Scanlon, Jason Blackburn as Cheswick, David Iben as Martini, and Christian Davis as Ruckley. McMurphy has the greatest effect on Chief Bromden, who was so beaten down by the system that for years he has pretended to be unable to communicate. Jerry Crump admirably delineated the arc of the Chief's journey from inertia to action. The production benefits from good supporting performances by Sherry Ward as Nurse Flynn, Scott Ewers as Aide Warren, Russ Leonard as Aide Williams, Donald Kidd as Aide Turkle, Aaron Mermelstein as Dr. Spivey, Norrie Rhodes as Candy Starr, Amy Bossy as Sandra, and Scarlett Housel as A Child's Voice. The lighting by Tim Kelly, the sound by Abby Housel and Madeline Schoenberger added to the persuasiveness of a production that did credit to its material.
Yeah, that was very impressive work and very smartly cast, I thought, because it seemed to me that the best actors were in the leads. The others handled what needed to be done in their parts.
It was done very well.
Yeah.